At the moment, we're approaching the Swedish market because we see that we have a good opportunity to provide something to a lot of Swedes that they want. And that is a niche group of high net individuals that have had their eyes on Marbella for quite some time, but they haven't yet took the step themselves to actually buy something there and to invest there. So we're targeting that type of individuals now to provide not only the investment part, but it's the investment, it's the lifestyle, and it's the, we call it live, play, and invest. So we be the gateway for them to Marbella. We open up our network of connections, business wise, but also private things. You know, we show them where they have a good time playing paddle, playing tennis, playing golf, hiking in the mountains, where the best dinner are, the whole package.
And this,
Yeah,
so this is mainly for high net worth individuals from Sweden.
correct. Yeah.
And is there anybody else doing what you're doing at the moment?
I wouldn't say so, no.
Right. So you
But
got
at the same time, I mean, the agents, some of them doing it very well. They provide similar services, I would say, because a lot of Swedish buyers they end up with an agent, maybe that they have a relationship to since before. Maybe they buy a villa, luxury product, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 million euros, and then I think they expect more service than just the agency part. I mean, the best agents, according to me, they help these clients in the afterlife. I mean, after they purchased,
okay.
they give them everything they need. They're at their disposal, and also I think they provide good investment opportunities. A lot of people, high net individuals that buy, they're very business minded. It's a lot of entrepreneurs. They maybe they want to move to Marbella because they imagine that, hey, I'm going to retire, I'm going to have a good time and just relax. But once there, retired, they start realizing, I'm an entrepreneur, I need to do business. And I think the good agents, they provide also this kind of service
And who are the
mindfulness.
good agents?
There's a lot of great agents. There's a lot of great agents.
Yes.
I mean, as you know, I did an interview series with Swedish agents because we've been targeting Sweden now mainly. And I mean, they're doing a great job. They're in different segments, obviously. Björn Fors, Jerry Schürk, great guy. He's been running the agency for some years, and he's responsible from Malaga to Estepona. Fredrik Saneholt Estate, well established at this point after I don't know how many years, 4, 5, 6 years. Done a great job. Jimmy Vidén, fantastic agent, great presence online. He's doing a great job in promoting the Marbella brand. I mean, to Scandinavia, but also I think globally, he has a lot of followers. So definitely hats off to those guys. And Solvilla, of course, the Swedish guy at Solvilla, Roger Vidén, premium products mostly, right? Exclusive villas and doing a lot of deals. So hats off to these guys. And there's more. I mean, our friends at Berkshire Hathaway, they're not Swedish, but I think they are very professional, doing a great job, providing lots of services, not only the buying process, the purchasing process, but also the after service, the rental service, and the lifestyle. I mean, they represent the lifestyle of Marbella very well. They're born and raised there pretty much. They know everyone, and there's a lot of good agents.
So what do you guys do at Boscan Colina?
We consider ourselves a small investment bank for real estate transactions. Obviously, we're not an investment bank, but our focus and our mentality is sort of the same as an investment bank would have. We're not going out to everyone. We are prioritizing working with a smaller group of investors where we can build a long-term relationship. I mean, we find deals. That's our main thing. We run the streets of the coast. I think it's worth repeating that the market and the capital flows of the world. It's we said it back in did we do our last interview? Five
Just
months ago,
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was obvious then, and it's even more obvious now, I would say, because money is just being created. The central banks, they just push trillions of euros and dollars and Swedish kronas and you name it into the market, and the money tend to flow in a certain pattern. It's no coincidence that the rich are getting richer. The rich are getting richer because they are positioned in the market in a certain way where they benefit from these capital flows. And that kind of buyer is obviously very strong in Marbella at the moment. Just look at the market. Speaking about agents, Jimmy Vidén of 3SA Estates, I think last week or the week before, he closed the deal up in La Zagaleta, almost 10 million euros. Our friends at Berkshire Hathaway, the other day, they closed the deal in Paraíso Alto, I think 7.5, 8 million euros. So these kind of transaction, it's a certain type of buyer, and it's not only Swedish. You know, there's buyers from 140 plus countries in Marbella. So the rich are getting richer, but the concentration of wealth, sure, it's very concentrated to a certain percent of the population, but that percent, it's a lot of people.
And what did the chaps at Berkshire Hathaway have to say? Did they shed any light into what they're finding, or were they just supporting the same view that things are strong on the higher end?
They definitely confirm that things are strong on the higher end. They noticed that the area of Nueva Andalucía, for an example, which has seen a great boom in the last years, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, the market's been going steadily up, and the price has been rising and rising and rising, and the demand is definitely very high, but it's running out of product. It's running out of land for sure, and it's also running out of refurbished projects.
It seems like Solvilla are pulling out a new property every few days, isn't it, these days? So
yeah, they're doing it fantastic. They're doing a fantastic job. It's their market. I mean, they own the market. If you want to put an owner on that market, obviously it's Solvilla, and there's of course a lot of old villas still left, but most owners they see what's going on around them. They see that their neighbor renovated and sold for 5 million euros. It's hard to find good deals in Nueva Andalucía, but the market is growing. Paraíso Alto, towards New Golden Mile, and also Cortijo Blanco, it's happening a lot. Sierra Blanca and Cascades de Camoján is, prime. Also.
Very hot. Yeah.
La Zagaleta, I said it last time, I think it's coming, and there's transaction to prove it, but obviously it's not as much as you would see in Nueva Andalucía and Sierra Blanca. Money, if you have it now, if you put it into real estate, you can always touch that house. You can lock it up. You can live in it. You can rent it out. It's real value. It's tangible assets. Money in the bank in a scenario of rising inflation, they lose their purchase power quite fast.
So then in the next 5 years, the market in Marbella and the higher ends will continue growing, and the reducing stock levels. Do you see that causing an increase in prices as normal market conditions would indicate? Or do you see people the actual area just expanding, and what is called Marbella then expands into Estepona, Marbella East, and so on?
Yeah, no, I would say both, definitely both, because as long as people have this much money to spend on a property, they're gonna keep paying.
Are you finding with the Swedish market that they are investing in property that they have no intention of even purely as an investment 100%, and they don't really have much of an intention of living there? Or is it generally as a second home with a eye in the investment aspect of it, so there's an exit plan should they want it?
Since Marbella is Marbella, with the sunshine and the high quality of life, I think most buyers, they buy because they want to spend time there, but also as an investment. I mean, it's a combination, but maybe the motivating driver is they see themselves enjoying life. Once you can travel again, you can travel again, right? So I think it's going to be this, what we call in Sweden, ketchup effect. You shake the bottle, you shake it, nothing comes, and all of a sudden, all of the ketchup comes.
That's going to be very interesting for the market in Marbella, isn't it? Because it seems to have been doing, at least on the higher end, irrespective of the fact that they can't travel here. I suppose now would be a good time to stock up on listings, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, but our strategy as an investor is to buy now, to buy find good deals and start building if it's construction from scratch or to start renovate, so that we by the next summer and the summer after have products key ready. I think it's the best strategy you can have now.